everyone. Hey, it's Diane. Today's April 25th, 2013. Today we're going to be planting the Passiflora vine, passion flower. This is a vine that I've never grown before from seed. We're going to be starting them from seed. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them, and we're going to see how they grow here in the Midwest, because the other day I was in the store and somebody said they don't grow very well around here. So I'm going to see how they grow. So I'm going to start them indoors today. I had to let the seed soak for 24 hours, and now we're going to be ready to plant them. Okay, follow me along and we'll see how they do. I'll probably take you through the complete process. This video won't probably be available till later on in the season. First, I want to show you what they look like. Very unique flower. I hope I can get these to grow here in the Midwest. Any of you that know that if they grow in the Midwest, let me know. See how they do in the area. But as we go along, follow me along on this, and I'm going to show you the seed right now. It's not real bad seed. It'll be easy to plant, but I'm going to use the tweezers. We had to let this soak 24 hours in warm water. Okay, and now we're going to get them planted. They soaking will help aid in germination. So it kind of softens up the shell a little bit. So I'm just going to be planting in these inserts. Keep it simple. And it's just a peat and perlite mix, which I use. It's a pro mix. I like to wet these down just a little bit. Let's talk about the passion flower for a little bit. It says it's a genus of more than 400 species. They're perennial in zone 6 to 9 is what it says on the package. Now they like to live they occur usually in tropical woodland on rocks and in grassland, mainly in the tropical North, Central, South America, and also tropical Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. They have 2 to 4 inch exotic blooms of blue passion flower. Features a circle of white petals overlaid in the center of the pointed filaments of blue, white, and purple. This extremely fast-growing vine can be trained to grow over a fence or up a wall. Container growing with the trellis is recommended. The flowers are followed by egg-shaped orange, yellow fruits that are edible. Make into jelly or use as a food source for some species or butterflies. Very cool. So the depth on these is 1/4 inch. Sun to partial shade is what they like. 15 feet is the height. 30 days of germination. I probably should have started these a little sooner. We will see how that goes on the germination mat. Maybe I can increase that a little bit. Bloom summer to fall. But it says 30 days, start indoors 30 days before last frost, and we're looking at last frost. It's probably going to be 3 weeks from now, possibly. It's hard to know here in the Midwest. But I am a little behind, but that's okay. I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. Well, in my book here, it says sow seed at 55 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit. So that means they like they like to be sowed in cooler temps. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try both, just to see what happens. Try it on the cool method and try it on a warm method. A lot easier way to plant these is the tweezers when they're wet, and I just drop them down. Yeah, the seed is very hard. So it says 1/4 inch. They don't need to be covered very much. I'm just going to put 2 in per cell here. Okay, we got them all planted. So these guys like to be kept moist, and I got some vermiculite peat here. I'm just going to cover them very lightly, about a quarter of an inch. Now, there's a lot of conflicting zones online and how to grow these, so you know what? I'm just going to do it the way I feel will work, and we'll go from there. The germination process, they said, can take some time. It's another thing we're going to find out. The passion flower is medicinal, and it might be certain varieties, and that's something I would have to research, but I would also suggest you guys do your research on it. The reason I want to plant them is because it's something I've never planted before. I'll be keeping you guys updated on how it does, and hopefully we have some good success with them here in the Midwest. Hi everyone, today is May 3rd. I got an update on my Passiflora passion flower vine. Now these are supposed to take, it says, up to a couple months to germinate. I planted these on April 25th, and I have I got 2 coming up sprouting already. Pretty pleased about that. That means more's coming, won't be long. So that didn't take very long. I'm hoping to at least get, you know, I've got 18 cells here planted, but if I can just get a handful of these going, then I'll have enough to put outdoors to show you guys how they grow in the Midwest. So take a look at it, a little guy again. Not very big, but it's germinated faster than I thought. I got this on the heating mat at a pretty warm temp. Now it said to germinate them at a, you know, cooler temperatures, but I thought, well, we're going to try it this way and see what happens. So far 2 have germinated. There's one right here too. Right there's one coming up. So they're coming, and it's great to see, because I thought this was going to take a lot longer. So that's an update on the passion flower vine. Never grown it before, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. They are germinating at a pretty good rate. Pleased with it. I'll give you an update on my passion flower vine. Now, I didn't transplant this thing any too early, so there's no blooms yet, but I am really hoping I'll get some blooms here before it gets cold. And the thing is, I plan on bringing it indoors if it doesn't reach blooms, because I gotta see them bloom. It's my fault that it isn't further along, because I left them in the 6-packs for a long time. But look at this plant. It's really got a beautiful leaf. It's a pretty vine, but I don't see any buds on it yet, but I'm hoping and praying that it will. So we'll just kind of give it some time. Today's September 3rd, by the way, so we're going to be getting cold before long, and I will be bringing it in, so just look forward to that. Check out how it winds around there. It's really, this tendrils are really winding around. Look at this. Very cool. So I can see it will grab anything it can. Hi everyone, hey, it's Diane. Today I'm going to share with you my passion flower vine. Now this is a vine I started way back in January 2013. Today's December 11, 2013. I had this outside all summer, spring and summer, and I'm glad I put it in a pot so I could bring it in. Because you know what, it didn't flower here. And we're in the Midwest. We were very hot this summer. We had some hot time, and I think that affected it, why it didn't bloom. But we also had a nice cool fall. Never seen any buds, but I was able to save it and bring it in, and it turns out it does really good inside. No problems, as long as you keep it watered. Make sure you don't dry it out. It's fine. Look at it. I'm going to give you a close-up of it in a minute. It's still growing, and it's still vining. I'm kind of taking it around the trellises here, but I just hope I can get it to bloom sometime. And maybe I'll have an update on this in the future. But sometimes some flowers, some vines do not always bloom in certain areas depending on your weather, your climate. So I wanted to see if it would work here. It's such a beautiful flower. And so far, nothing. Doesn't mean I won't get blooms next spring or summer. That's why I'm going to try to keep it alive to see. Yeah, you know, it's a little doing. So what? You know, I'm kind of proud of the vine. It's still alive and growing well indoors, which I didn't know if it'd do well indoors with our, you know, 7-degree, you know, temp inside. But so far, so good. So let me get you a little close-up of it, okay? I want to give you a look from the bottom on up, and you know, it's a little thinner on the bottom, but I think as it vines, I'm going to try to bring that vine down and around. But the leaves are beautiful on it, the shape, as you can see, really neat, nice and green. If I don't get this watered in time, there is some yellowing of leaves and they drop, but I think it'll still be okay, because I notice up here there's still new growth coming. And look at the tendrils. I wanted to show you that. Right there. It really hooks on and vines around things. Very neat, isn't it? Check that out. There's another one. But I'm glad that it's able to grow indoors. If anybody wants to save your passion flower, bring it in if you got the room. I have it in an east window. I had it in a north window and it still did okay. So I just wanted to share that with you. It did not bloom for me, but I'm not going to give up on it. I'm hoping if I can keep it alive till spring, when we get warmer here in the Midwest, I will set it outside again and we'll just see what happens. Okay? Just wanted to give you an update on the passion flower vine. Beautiful leaf, the shape, very nice. And it's still got new growth coming. It's always a good sign. You guys take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.